Again, the Methodist Church there ahead of us. Let's see. Where can we take you next, folks? Are you enjoying this little jaunt? I hope so. Let me get on this little street. I don't want to break a red light rule. Here we go. So this is kind of a little back street between the Methodist Church and, you know, some things here that people don't usually see. The southeastern martial arts, surveying, acupuncture and herbs, Salam 105. I never get back here much, but there's stuff back here, stuff to see and do. Back out to Sterling Street, and I'm going to have to take a right now. I don't know if there's any business that I didn't give a nod to that's, you know, near and dear to me. Main Street Jams over there. I think I've been in that one time. Crazy little record store where you can get a lot of vinyl. I may have a hard time getting out here. So this is, you can see this is a busy little part of town. We'll have to wait for the lights to change. You know, one thing's for sure, it's not Asheville or Charlotte or New York. You just work your way in here, and people are usually pretty nice. Let's see how the traffic moves and if we can sneak out. Okay, that person's turning. Sweet. Sweet. Here we are. Back on Sterling Street. My local bakery really has some. It's been a nice little addition to downtown, and you know, we've gotten cookies and stuff there before. Little confections, very nice. Now I mentioned Calais over on the right here just in a moment. Down in the bottom of this is a lady that creates some very cool art. I actually interviewed her maybe a month or so ago. I was trying to remember what her name was. Like Jen something, Jen. You can see her sign there, Jen Luma. It's actually very interesting, unusual art. I can't hardly even describe it to you. So we've been down through here before, and we've done a few crisscrosses. Maybe at this point it'd be good for me to edit this out. We'll pick back up as we head down on South Sterling Street, back toward the hospital, so you can see where the places to eat are. Kind of a sort of restaurant row, at least on that part of Morganton. So we are going to retrace our steps a little bit here. Cole's Auto Service on the right, Play Again Therapy on the left. That dental office there is really great for kids. My wife I used to take kids there to that when she worked for Head Start. Democratic headquarters, if you lean to the left, on the right. Oh, you know, I ought to mention, where is it? Yeah, Freeman's there that we just passed. That is a cool place. Go in there. It's a salvage place. Oh, this guy's found all kinds of mess. It's hard to, once again, hard for me to quite explain it to you. You just got to see what all's in there. It's like he's bought stores that are going out of business. He's bought their stuff and brought it all in there. And their stuff from probably 50 years of just, you know, materials and stuff that this guy has bought. Retail goods. You can find all kinds of just unusual things in there. A lot of people like to go look in it. And gee whiz, I've gotten the wrong lane again, I'm going to have to merge back over. Didn't realize what I was doing here. Okay, we'll figure this out in a minute. I gotta get out of the road for sure. So I do need to get over at some point and get out of the highway. I'll kind of get past this guy here. Who'd have thunk this mess was going to be here right in the middle of the road. Let me get down the road so these people can get out. Don't want that guy to get stuck in the road either. Oh, thank you. Very nice gentleman right there on the right. God bless him. They're just painting in the middle of the road. Busiest part of the day. Seems like that could be done, you know, 1 in the morning or something. What do I know? Okay, so we have come through this part before, but we're getting ready soon to get to a place where we've not been. I'll point that out to you as soon as we make it that point. We're right now coming back, close to Broughton Hospital. That's going to be on the right this time rather than the left. And, it would be interesting to take a turn around Broughton maybe, just to see how things are progressing over there. The other thing I should have done is gone and checked out the new Walmart area. The problem is there's so much construction and stuff going on, I don't hardly want to show you the new Broughton today. I'll save that for another time, folks. Maybe you got just a little bit of a flavor of what Morganton is, kind of what's in the little downtown area. Now, Morganton spreads out for a long way. I could make 4 or 5 hours of video just driving around showing you other areas you've not been to. So, and I'll try to do that. I'm just doing all I can during a lunch break for right now. So after we go through this light here on this particular tour, we've not been to this part of town yet. So I'll get through the light, and now we're continuing down on South Sterling Street back toward where I work. And soon we'll be seeing, I call it the restaurant road because this is, if you're going to exit off of I-40, then exit 105 is probably the place you're going to go to get some fast food. And there's actually some pretty good restaurants, not just fast food. Hey, I think the fast food's good here too. Almost all the little restaurants rate really high for sanitation. The McDonald's down here on the corner is like 100.5. There's Harbor Inn where a lot of people get fish. So it's the old time fish camp type thing. Over on the left ahead of us is going to be Fat's, F-A-T-Z. Good place to get sandwiches, pasta, all kinds of. It's a good sit down restaurant. You got Zaxby's on the right there. You got the very excellent Mexican place called Las Salsas there on the left. It is a good Mexican place. Another good Mexican place right beside. Well, no, Abley's has moved into that. So it's like an old Shoney's type of thing that Abley's does. We're getting ready to move there. Good place to eat. Then of course down here you got your Wendy's, your Arby's, your McDonald's, your that's where Abley's used to be there on the left. I'm going to go on through. Ordinarily I'd turn into Grace Hospital. I'm going to come in kind of the back way. Let's get through this light here before it turns red. Yes, no. Okay, and then we've got McDonald's there on the left. You got a decent little Mexican restaurant across the way over there on the other side of I-40. I'm going to try to turn in here if I can make the turn to the left. And I can go kind of a back road up to the hospital. So let's do that. The Hampton Inn over here is probably one of the nicer hotels in Morganton to stay at right now. And that's one thing Morganton could use probably, are more hotels. And I'm sure that's probably being planned, but for right now, there are a good many places. A lot of them at exit 103. At exit 105, though, probably Hampton Inn is your best option. Roster Bush Chevrolet GMC Cadillac. We're going to be driving just around past that. So that's Interstate 40 over to the right. I'm not going to say this is a pretty drive right here, but it gets me back to my place of employment. So I'll take a spin around the hospital too when we get up here. I'm getting back in a little bit ahead of my lunch schedule. That sign there is for Fry. That's not us. And accredited chest pain center. Well, we got pretty good. If you got a chest pain problem, oh my Lord, I can't go in the back way because of this darn mess going on here. Construction everywhere. Okay, we're not going to come this way. We'll turn it back around, go back down the hill. Darn. So our back way into the hospital is messed up. Ordinarily, you can come in the way I was just going and drive right up behind Grace Hospital. Good thing we're not in a major hurry to get back. I might actually pull into the McDonald's and get me a chicken wrap or something since I'm over here on this side. So this is just a little extra for you folks. Hope I've not bored you too much. maybe something cool will happen up here at the McDonald's and I can document it with my GoPro Hero 3s. Lord have mercy, it looks like a lot of people in there. Nope, I'm not going to do that. That's pretty busy right now. I thought maybe by this time that it would have thinned out, but it looks like it's not. So again, ahead of us you can see a lot of the new construction there for the roads. Exit 105 is probably going to end up being the main hub for the town. It's going to end up having some of the best off ramps. They've just rebuilt some of the bridges. On and off ramps will be very nice here. So yeah, probably one of the things I say the downside to Morganton has been the approach to it. The you're getting on and off I-40 can be tricky. Short off ramps, tight traffic and stuff getting on and off the interstate.